Dalton?
I will be playing for both, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will ask you guys right now, since we're starting, do we want to re-roll initiative, or do you want to keep what our initiative score is right now? I
What
won't
is
reveal it to
mine?
you. I won't reveal the order of what we were compared to the rats. I will just say in order from
Uh,
highest to lowest.
I rolled
Vector,
really well, and everybody else was kind of in the middle.
it was 26 for Holden, 15 for Dalton, 15 for our friend Jesse, 13 for
Zach.
Zach, and 11 for Madeline. If you want to re-roll, I'll give you the chance to. If not, then cool, we'll stick with what we have.
Makes me sound like he wants us to re-roll because he's asking us.
Well,
I rolled a 26, so I mean, I'm perfectly fine with
so
keeping
you
that,
want to
but
re-roll?
everybody,
Let's
everybody else
re-roll
can do
because Holden said so.
it.
I'm gonna keep mine.
Okay.
Fine, we'll stay what we got.
Alright, since we're keeping it, we're going like that. Alright, so let me, I'll give a very brief recap. Last time you guys arrived at the city of Korgas, this is a little bit more filled than the one that you were at earlier, Torgas. Korgas, this is its sister city. This is a port city at the end and the mouth of the river that leads into the ocean. So far, you have met with the contact here and tried to gain a little bit more information about how to deal with the rat issue that they're having here. Along the way, you guys decided to head towards the local inn to try and set up shop there. And while you're walking there, you entered into the main portion of the city. Upon getting there, you're about to head really close to the inn. You look over, you can see there was a amount of guards set up around a well. And as you were passing by, a large swarm of rats have now crawled out of the well, attacking the rats. And some of the excess number of them are now crawling your way, and we are now in combat. All right, we will start off from the top of initiative. Vetnor, it is your turn.
Ooh. Okay, I won't lie, I've been eating, and even though we talked about it, I was not thinking about me going first. Okay. So let me double check what I got prepared. I still have Stone Cold prepared. Unavoidable 2d6. I think they're far enough away that I can do that safely. Wait. Oh, there we go. That was... Yeah, I can do that pretty far away. So I think I'm gonna. There are no like innocent townspeople in this general center area, are there?
There are guards of the town that are fighting the rats with you guys. This is just a small portion of the fight. There are I don't have them listed around, but there are other fights going on with the rats, with guards in their tents.
It's okay, you can kill him.
We're already smuggling drugs. I don't think killing cops would be the best move for us. Because like I said, I need sponsors for my magical endeavors, and right now getting the police involved is not in that best essence. Okay, so since I'm not doing that, I will move up a little bit. Okay. First, not too much though, maybe just enough to get more than one rat in sight, so I'll go up to like there. Let me double check the burst on this, but I think I'm going to cast Sleep.
Okay.
So It's okay. Also, like right here,
Yeah.
is that a dire rat and a swarm separately?
Yes.
Okay. So, in that 10-foot by 10-foot little square, I am going to cast Sleep.
Okay.
And so, for 4 hit dice worth of creatures, starting with the fewest hit die, I need a will save.
Okay.
So, if my understanding is correct, if the combined hit die of the dire rat and
Is
the
that a
swarm,
will save, right?
correct. If the
roll
combined hit die is bigger than 4, will it only affect the one with the smaller hit die?
that.
Theoretically.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And if the total number of hit die exceeds, yeah, as long I mean, if whatever the remainder is can't, like, let's say the dire rat has more hit dice than the swarm, and like,
Right, if
it
it's
was
like
actually
2
5 or something.
Right, if it's like
then
2 and 3 or something, then it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me
Would you
roll
roll?
that
Did you do that?
save.
Okay. The number to beat is 16.
What was the spell you cast on it? The sleep.
Sleep.
Alright, that was a... Well, is that a mind affecting spell? What is the...
Yeah,
Do you know
boy.
what the school of the spell is?
It is mind affecting. It is
Okay.
enchantment.
You cast it on the swarm of rats, and you see that they are immune to the mind effects.
I see.
That is your turn. It is now Elijah's turn.
I wasn't even thinking about that until you were like, is it mind affecting? I was like, oh, let me just look that up. Oh no.
Yeah, no, they're mindless. They're a mindless swarm. So now it is Elijah and Drigger's turn. I'm actually gonna ask you guys, where do you want to put him, and what do you want him to do? Do you want to be offensive, or do you want to be more defensive to protect you guys?
Ooh, I think this will be up your alley, Holden. I'm not really sure.
You have both
The
Drigger
class
and
is-
Elijah.
Class is Elijah.
Would you say what class is he?
Yeah.
So he's a melee based, basically a ranger class. It's called Hunter. He and Drigger will charge into combat melee wise, but Drigger is much more tanky than Elijah is. What they specialize in is more or less doing teamwork feats, where they do special things when they're flanking enemies.
Yeah, I think I'd say just go for it.
Okay, so you want him to just
yeah.
charge in? Okay. So we got
The Nacho Man, Randy Cabbage.
5, 10,
What the
15, 20, 25. Do you want him here? Or do you want to go all 30 and take a charge attack?
Good charge attack.
Yeah, go for it, I guess.
Alright, he goes in for the charge attack. We will roll for Drigger.
Did he get that other one too? That he kept using?
The what?
I was using another attack with his charge for Trigger too. I can't remember what
So
it was.
Drigger has to hit for that to proc. I don't know how the sheets work,
okay.
but he has to
I
hit.
can't remember what it was.
So Drigger charges. He rolled horribly. He got a 2 on his roll. That comes out to an 11. He swings at the dire rat, and he just whiffs it. Elijah, do you want Elijah to come up near you, Vetner, or do you want him to just run up with Drigger and be next to him?
Let him go with Trigger.
Okay, I'll put him actually like right here-ish.
They work
Or
well
here.
together.
I'll put him here. So that is that. Or do you want him like right here, actually up in the front lines? Actually, no, he can't make it far. He
No.
make it here.
I want to go here, so.
Okay, you want to go there. All right, he will go right here then, and wait.
Unless Rio decides to go my place.
It is now Rio's turn. Go for it, Jesse.
All right. So I'm also going to be trying to use my shadow clones this time.
Okay.
So what
Wait,
do
your
we
shadow
have?
clones.
So
Yeah, I
how
think-
this works, Jesse, is I believe you roll a d4 plus 1, and you get that many shadow clones, and they last, I believe, indefinitely until they've been used up or combat ends.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
So you activate the shadow
One
clones. That
d4.
takes 1 key point, and I think that's a standard action. I'm not sure.
All right.
So now you can do a move action after that.
So I'll go on ahead and do that. 1d4.
Yeah. Bungle.
4.
Nice.
So you have 5 ninja clones around you. So remember that
Alright.
number. That is actually pretty important to have.
5. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. And I end my turn.
Okay. So you're right there. It is now Sagar on Sunvar's turn. Do you want them... I'll put 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll put Sagron right there. Sunvar right there. And I'll put Sagron right behind him. And I'll say that... it's not quite a charge attack, so he can't do that. But he will take a swing at the Dire Rat. He got a nat 1. Actually, he's got...
Oh.
Yeah, actually, no, it's not a charge because he didn't hit it. So he got a nat 1. He misses. But our buddy here is going to cast Mage Armor on... he's going to do it on his Eidolon. So he's got a temporary 4 added on to his AC for him. Alright, next person's turn is actually going to be the Rat Swarms. So Rat Swarms, what they're going to do is they're just going to move 10 feet and stand still right there. This one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 feet and stand right here. 5.
They're just standing on top of people?
10, yep. 15,
That's terrible.
25, 30 right on top of Vetner. Alright, and then
Uh-oh.
what they're going to do is in their turn, and everyone is going to take 2d6 of damage for that. That's inside the swarms. You don't get a save, there is no AC rolls, you're just inside the swarm, so you take damage.
Good God. Okay.
Is that everyone? I'm not
Everyone
in.
inside of a swarm. Remy, you're safe.
Okay.
You're far away.
Okay. It's like
2d6 with no save
no,
is a
it's-
lot
it's-
less fun when it's,
It's actually
happening
just,
to me.
I lied, it's 1d6.
Okay, well,
It's a little better. That's 5
It's
damage to everyone.
it's a little better,
Jesus Christ.
but still
There
not
is no save. It doesn't take up any of your shadow clones. It's just indefinite because you are in about 5 feet of rats now, kind
Did
of
we-
looking at you.
Hey
Did we-
Zach, we
What
just did
the
5
fuck?
damage.
Did we have a rest last session?
Yeah, everyone should be at full health starting off.
Okay.
Well, sorry I'm late.
Hello, Zach.
Hello.
Zach, I'm giving you control back of your character.
Yeah, could you leave? We took 5 damage because of you.
It's not
What?
his fault.
What? Huh?
Sunvar rolled on
Yeah.
You know what?
It's his fault.
Actually, I feel like Sunvar would have done something to do that, so fair enough.
Let's look at level plan. Also, I cast Mage Armor on Sunvar, just to let you know, so he has an extra 4 AC just for the moment.
Heck yeah, that's
So-
perfect.
So that's what I did. That's all we've done so far. The Rat Swarms in their turn. It is now Remy's turn.
Okay, I got 2 questions.
Okay, answer.
Is it 10 feet to charge?
10 feet to charge. Yeah, you need 10 feet of space between you and the opponent to charge.
Second question, what is the weather like?
Kind of like, it's sunny but a little cloudy. You're trying
Can I
dazzle
use
your
Sunlight
enemies.
Strike?
Yeah, you can dazzle your enemies.
This one. It's a swift action.
You shine it at like a couple of the rats, but there's millions of them. It doesn't have an effect on them.
It's okay. And then I'm gonna do some weird moving.
Holy.
I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Does that count as a charge?
Let me.
Went from here.
Hang on. So you started right here, and I
Wait. Wait, hold up.
5, 10, 15, 20. Hang on. 5,
Oh,
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That would be a charge, the way I finagled it.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a charge.
I'll do that.
Okay.
And then, can I also use Power Attack?
Yes.
I won't get the +2 in my attack list.
Yeah, so it neutralizes out.
An 18 hit.
You are... Let me look at them. Rat Swarm, you're gonna hit them.
Okay, and
Take a swing with your battle axe.
oh.
13 damage, okay. As you swing your battle axe through it, it looks like a lot of the rats are actually dodging out of the way, but you do actually get some. It feels like it's doing a little less damage than it should usually, just because of the way the swarm works. Alright, that's your turn. It's now the dire rat's turn. They're going to start swarming. So that's going to be 5, 10, 15, and then this guy's going to go 5, 10 as a charge attack at Trigger. And then this dire rat's just going to swing at Trigger. Alright, so we're going to go left to right on these guys. Alright, so this guy is gonna do... They're all just got single bite attacks that they can do. That's a... 15... Hang on, that is... That's an 18 to hit Trigger. Make sure this is right. That is exactly his AC, so it's going to hurt Trigger. The next one is going to take a regular swing at Trigger. That is a 21 that hits Trigger. And the last one's going to swing at Leonardo. And so how this works is we're going to roll a percentage die. And so you have 5 Shadow Clones plus yourself. So that's 6. We got to do some math. So we're going to do... 100 divided by 6. Alright, so as long as they roll above a 16, they're going to miss on a D100. Okay, so we're going to roll a D100. They rolled a 32. One of your Shadow Clones just disappears. You now have 4 left. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so you're
Well,
safe
right.
for that one. So now these 2 guys are going to roll damage against Trigger. That's 2 of these. That's 9 damage on a Trigger, and that ends the giant Dirat's turns. It is now Vetner's turn.
Okay. Yeah. So here's a question that if you say I'm not allowed to know the answer, that's cool, but will I take an attack of opportunity for moving out of the swarm?
No, you only take damage if you if it is their turn when they end it, when they're standing on top of you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they can't do
Okay.
attack of opportunities unless there's special swarm, but these are not.
I see.
I wish I knew that earlier.
So, I do I want to do this? Let me check what things do. Okay. I am going to spend one of my fancy boy points, one of my good boy coins, and I'm
Whoa,
going
whoa, settle down there.
to... yeah, I know. In this economy? But I
In
will.
this economy?
And I am going to... What's the best way to do this? I think I am just gonna scoot back 1 square. No, wait. I'm gonna scoot back 2 squares. Because I am aware of my surroundings. And out in front of me, I am going to shoot a giant cone of burning hands. And
Okay.
so that swarm is going to need to make a reflex throw.
Okay. Little
Reflex
right
save, rather.
here. They got a 15.
Let check. But I think that misses. That does indeed miss. They needed a 16. So they will take full damage. 5d4. Up. "12 damage.
You send fire into the swarm of rats. You don't kill all of them, but you kill a large chunk of them, and they immediately dissipate and run back to the sewer. Alright, and that's the end of your turn.
That's it.
It is now Elijah and Drigger's turn. I am going to now... how do we want to do this? I'm going to have Drigger... Actually, I'm going to have Elijah do something kind of dumb. But that feels like Dalton's going to do it. So we're going to have him, he's going to scream out the Vardant's name, and he's going to now have a radius of fire on him. So everything that starts its turn within that radius will take damage.
I forgot some of my verdant things I can do.
And see that. Save. Alright. So anything in that 5-foot radius will take damage, including Drigger. So what he's going to do is actually I think it's at the start of their turns, or end of their turns, so they can take double. He's gonna first take a 5-foot step back, and then he's gonna take a charge action against the dire rat. That's that. So then that's a 9 added to whatever we roll for accuracy for him to hit. He rolls an unnatural 20, which is enough to hit the dire rat. And he's going to roll damage now. Which is a 13 onto that one right there. And then Drigger is just going to headbutt the one in front of him. And he just rolls so badly, he misses again. And that's the end of his turn.
Poor guy.
It's sad. It is now Jesse's turn.
Sad
Actually,
dinosaur
also,
noises.
technically that was the end of Drigger's turn being right there, so Drigger's going to take a d6 of the fire damage. Is it 1 or 2? Yeah, Drigger takes a d6, and the 2 rats take an extra d6 on top. So they all take 2 damage on top of that. Alright, so then we got, let's see, he took 6, and then they took 2, and then... Alright, that's Jesse's turn.
Yeah, yeet. Alright, I would like to attack this one right here.
Okay. Go ahead and swing for it.
Alright. That was a 17. Does that hit?
17 is gonna hit just barely.
Really? Okay. D4 plus 1. 7, 8.
That's pretty good. 8 damage against that guy.
And then I'd like to take another hit.
Okay.
17 again.
That's gonna hit.
Well, that's the wrong one. Oh my god. Oh, I thought that was another 17.
No.
And 5.
It's 5. Okay. Alright. We now go to that's the end of your turn, so now we go to Sagron. That is now you, Zach. Zach?
Zach?
Did you die?
Sorry, I was muted.
Oh,
All right. Perfectly planned, as I knew I was muted, obviously.
The way things should be.
Yes. Yes. Samvar is gonna move down there, and
Okay.
he's gonna use one of his special little Eidolon point thingy evolutions that he got in the recent level up that he hasn't used until now.
Okay.
He's gonna use Burning Hands as a spell-like ability
Okay.
on the Rat C and Rat B.
Okay.
And I believe the save to that, let me scroll back down because I forgot what the save is. Or up, I should say. It should be like the 10 plus half is HD, so 10 plus 1 plus his charisma modifier, so it's 11
I got it
for the DC save. Alright. Is that half damage or is that just
I believe Searing Hands is half damage.
okay? He only gets to roll 1 dice for it anyway.
Yeah.
Unless I was level 7. Oh well. Perfect.
All right. It's sad. I'm sorry.
Perfect.
So I deal 1 damage apiece to these guys.
Perfect.
This is the most unfortunate turn.
All right.
You didn't even need to roll that DC
and
save.
then it's Sagron's turn, I guess.
Yeah. Well, Sagron is gonna be like, "Wow, good job, Samvar."
Oh yeah, I
Do-
forgot. Also, Sagron, this is what you hear. Everything swarming around you. They're all chittering, but you can understand them.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And they're saying, "Flesh, flesh, flesh. The pipe says flesh," and that's what you hear.
Can I spend a free action to just tell the rats to go home?
Sure.
I'm gonna say, "Please go home."
They
That's awfully polite of you.
roll a handle animal check against them.
Handle animal check. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
It's
Can
like
you
telling a
handle
robber to
animals?
drop the gun.
Oh. You don't want to do this, buddy. Drop the gun.
Please drop the gun.
Oh my god, dude.
You just
Are
sense,
you okay?
you sense
Dude, I'm
something
not after
horrible
today.
around you. They do not like you. All right, go on with your the rest of your turn.
Dude, today's just been. Dude, this is just insult to my fucking injuries today, dude. Can I see Rat A from like here, or like
There's-
here?
No, the barricades. are open.
Roll to find out.
Do I have line of sight on Rat A from here?
It's finagled, but I'll say yes.
Perfect. I want to throw a snowball at that bitch.
Okay,
Tim's fighting words.
go for it. See if
It
you
is-
can
It's my dex again. I always forget
touch
about
AC. Yeah.
my dex. It's 2.
Also, speaking of attack rolls, I don't think I've done it yet at all, but since we're using elephant in the room for weapons and stuff, can I be using dex for my attacks, or do I need to take a feat for that?
Are you talking about
For, like-
melee attacks or what?
Yes, for my melee attacks.
That's. To my knowledge, that's only with finesse weapons, and I don't know if fists count as such.
Oh,
I'm
I pretty much
looking
only
at
have the. I pretty much only have the dagger, but it does have to be finesse weapons.
Oh, I mean, if it's just for the dagger, then yeah, you can, because you have the. Everyone should have the free 5 feats onto their character.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
So
And I'm sorry that misses.
Yeah, I figured.
That misses its AC. It lops over the side and hits into the barricade. You just see a powdery
Alright.
white dust fly. That's the end of your turn.
I'm out, y'all. I'm.
It is now the rat
and not
swarm's
get worse from
turn.
here.
Oh,
Rat
Jesse,
swarms,
it can.
They are starting their turn.
no, Bart. This is the
With
worst day of your life so
Elijah.
far.
Starting their round with Elijah. And Rat Swarm 2 is going to take a d6 of damage for being in that fire. Alright, that's 4 damage. But they're gonna... Are they gonna... Yeah, they're gonna hold their ground right there and be kind of dumb as rats. And everyone within the rat swarm, this time, I forgot to do it last time. It's gonna happen now. Everyone make a fortitude save. So that's gonna be Elijah, Drigger, and Leonardo. Actually, no, I take that back. This swarm's gonna move down, and Sunvar will have to take it too.
What?
Yep, I'm gonna roll the d6 for damage. That is 2 damage to all you guys.
What save is it?
It is a fortitude save. Eight.
You gotta be kidding me.
Jesse
Well,
fails.
Oh. Oh my god.
hit me with
Oh, I
those
got the
numbers,
17.
Daddy.
Okay, Jesse got the 8. Alright.
You got the 17.
This still wasn't that one.
Yes.
Zach, you're okay. Jesse, you feel you got a fever now, and you're pretty hot right now.
Eh.
You got that COVID.
That's the start. Everyone took their damage. Let me see about the other 2 guys. Elijah and Trigger. Trigger got a nat 1. Okay.
Oh my
It's not-
gosh.
it's not Trigger's day to day. Trigger contracts
Dude, I feel
a
that.
fever. And Elijah got that plus that. Elijah's safe. He's fine.
Rick is rolling really bad.
He really is. It's sad. It's my fault. It's Remy's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna charge 5, 10, and hit this one.
You're gonna charge.
Is this flanking?
You tried to flank? No, you cannot because it's a swarm. There is no weakness or surrounding it,
Ah.
so it doesn't count.
Cool.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna do the same thing I did and do a power attack. And charge. I'd
Okay.
also like to swift action the fire into the rats and dazzle them even though they're already in the fire.
You can try to dazzle the swarm of rats. That doesn't work.
I got a 17.
17 is going to hit the swarm of rats.
16 damage.
16 damage. They run away. The remains run into the sewers. And they're in the area. That is the end of your turn. It is now the Dire Rat's turn. Dire Rat A and Dire Rat B are going to attack Sunvar as a flank also, so they're going to roll to see if they hit here. Alright, so we got... That's a 26, and then the next one is a 27. They're both going to hit. They're both going to deal the 8 against Sunvar.
They don't have to.
That's an 11 on Sunvar, and the second one is going to do a 7.
They don't have to.
And
Ooh.
those 2 in their turn. Direct B is going to take a d6 of fire damage from Elijah. That's 5 damage onto him. And then we got Diarat C, which is going to swing at Elijah. That is a 15. I don't think that hits him. Let's double check. No, he barely is safe. His AC is 16. And he takes a d6 of that damage too, so he takes 5 damage as well. And that's the end of the dire rat's turn. It is now Vetner's turn.
Okay. I don't know if I've got a good line of sight on anyone here, so I'm actually going to take a 5-foot slip, and I'm going to spend another good boy point, and I am going to replace one of my currently prepared spells with a different prepared spell. And that is a full round action, and so that's it. I'm boring this turn.
All right. It is now Elijah and Drigger's turn. Drigger is going to again try and headbutt the swimmer, the dire rat in front of him. Will he finally hit? We're gonna find out. He rolled a 2 again. Okay. It is not Drigger's day. I'm gonna make a call. Drigger's gonna run for his life and take an attack of opportunity from the dire rat. I'm gonna roll for the dire rat. Dire rat rolls a 21. Okay. Dire rat hits Drigger. Good night. I feel bad about this.
You can't kill Drigger without
5.
Dalton here.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
Dalton.
know. That's why I feel bad.
Hey, all
That's
bad
5
news. Your
points.
character died while you were gone.
That's 5 points onto Drigger.
Terrible.
He's hurting, not too bad, but still pretty bad. Drigger's just gonna run over here right now by himself. So that means no fire damage onto Drigger, so he's fine. Elijah's gonna take a swing against that dire rat. That is, he rolled pretty trash too.
Elijah, turn off your coat.
He rolled an 11. He missed. That's the end of it. You want him to turn off the coat?
Well, I don't want to get fire damage to go and attack these dire rats.
Okay.
It's okay, he
has
can
a
keep it
swift
off.
action to turn it off if you want him to turn it off. I can turn it off right now. It's up to
What
you
do
if
you
you
guys
want it
think?
on.
It's okay, I'll just go around.
Okay. I will leave it on then. Alright. That is the end of his turn. It is Jesse's turn.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm just gonna attack the one right in front of me.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay. It's gonna miss.
I feel that. I feel that.
Alright, number 2.
That will hit.
Okay. 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 8.
Oh wow!
That's
Almost
pretty-
max damage.
That one was A. Alright. He does 8 damage to the A. Alright, and that is the end of your turn. Sagron Sunvard is your turn.
Well, Sunvar, he gonna do the electric slide backwards. So right there, and
What the hell?
could you imagine a 4-legged beast doing the electric slide? Anyway, he's gonna
That was
attack
a
the
5
dire rat A.
It's like
Yeah, it's only a 5 foot, so he gets his full round still. What was it again? 6, right? Boom.
All 3 of those are gonna hit.
Sicky! Alright.
That's what Rio is right now.
What'd you say?
That's what Rio is right now. A sickie.
I hope that adds 3 to the end. Okay.
Yeah, I got like
Wait.
chlamydia or something.
Was that all your attacks in one?
Yeah, but you have to add another 6 on top of that,
Yeah.
so 18.
Okay,
Dum,
18 damage onto dire rat A.
Get poopied on.
He looks a little poopy, I won't lie. And
Sicky.
now that is Sagron's turn.
Sagron is Sogron's gonna throw a snowball at Dire Rat B.
Okay, yeah, he barely has line of sight, so I'll say yes.
He gonna try his best. He never this snowballs never worked for him, but he gonna try and keep trying.
It's gonna be different this time.
It is, yeah. It will be different. Thank you. Yeah. Is it different this time?
Better.
This is a touch attack, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it hits.
Oh yay! How much
Whoa.
damage does it do again? I forget. It's been so
No,
long.
you're the one who cast a spell.
I think it's
I wasn't expecting it to hit
I think
It's different
a
this time.
D6 per level.
per level. Yeah. So 4d6. Heck yeah.
Oh, wow, the snowball.
Yeah. Snowballs
Yeah.
are powerful, but they
Got
almost
rocks in
never
it.
fucking hit. Yeah.
Ah,
One of them has some dog doo doo in it. So.
They've got
Extra
rocks in
potent.
it, but that makes it really hard to throw.
11 onto him. He's doing pretty okay still. This guy's not too bad after
Golly.
that throw.
Somebody's a doo-doo on
And that's the end of your turn, unless you're doing one other thing. You have
How much did earlier? How much damage did I take? For Sagron, not Sunvar. Sunvar took 4 damage earlier, right?
I mean, from being in the
On that.
rats or what?
No, from like before all this. Didn't somebody take damage or something like that? So I don't see any damage marked on Sagron, so I'm assuming not. Then
Sagron did not take any damage. No.
okay,
Sagron moved out before the rat swarms really got there.
okay,
Yeah.
that's fine then. Yep, I'm good.
Then it is now the rat swarm. There's one left. It is now going to actually move 5 feet up. And they're just gonna roll a d6 against you guys.
Might be bad
That's
if it's max
4 damage against all you guys.
Oh no.
And Sunvar, Sunvar doesn't really have blood and stuff technically because he's like weird. He's like a soul kind of.
He's an Eidolon, so when you were saying
He
fortitude
doesn't really
earlier, I
need
was
to
like,
make. He doesn't really need. I think he has a kind of a disease immunity until he dies. I'm not sure.
well, I mean, I guess until he dies, but then I think he's got much more to worry about when he dies.
But four damage to the lot of you guys.
Death is a type of disease immunity.
Yeah, 'cause you wanna maybe the silver linings.
Are you okay, bud, over there? You thinking about
Also-
sad things? Are you okay?
Also, to clarify, was that damage just for the people in the rat swarm?
Yes.
Okay.
And they all already. Pretty much everyone in the rat swarm is already diseased except for Sunvar, but Sunvar's weird because he's a monster thing that's a demon, but not really. But
Yeah,
it's
nice
weird.
words, please.
Remy, it's your turn.
okay, I'm gonna study the swarm as a move action.
Okay.
Then I'm going to power attack it.
Okay, go for it. Take the -2, but you also have the stuff added on.
There you go.
That is going to hit. Alright, so you're doing that. They're going to take half damage because they got the resistance against slashing. They're still up and moving, though. You still just slash through some of them, but not all of them. You do a pretty good amount of damage.
Alright, can I do a swift action just to reflect the...
Yeah, you can try reflecting sunlight at them. You can, like, blind some of the little rats. They're all just squealing and screaming. But they're still going. It is now Dire Rat turn. Unless you had something else you wanted to do. Well, no, that was it, right, Madeline? Okay, cool. This Dire Rat's gonna finally be smart and move out of the fire range. Well, this one's just gonna keep attacking Elijah.
They don't have the intelligence for that. That's fake.
You don't want to be on
Good
fire.
news.
This one is going to
Fair
take
enough.
a swing at Sunvar.
Uh,
And
yeah.
we're gonna do. Alright, that's an 18. Does that hit?
Oh, it doesn't.
It
Wow,
does-
because you casted mage armor on Sunbar, right?
Oh yeah, I did. I added the 4
Yeah.
onto him already. So.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, good for him. The
Holy
Dire Rat A
shit,
right here
Poppy.
is gonna take a swing at Sunvar as well.
Oh god.
He rolled worse.
Oh,
he
whew.
yeah, he misses for sure.
I'm just gonna
and
let you
then-
know, Sunbar is on 2 health.
That's why I'm going for him.
I knew it!
And this Dire Rat is gonna swing at Elijah. And he rolls terribly as well. Everyone's doing bad. That's a...
I feel that.
It's 12. That does not hit Elijah's armor class. It just chinks off of his armor. And that's the end of the Dire Rat's turn. Actually, no. He's gonna swing. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. And that one's gonna take a d6 of fire damage. It's 2 damage against that Dire Rat. That's the end of their turn. It's back to Vetner.
Okay. So, I have a question.
Okay.
From where I am standing, or potentially this spot right next to me,
Mm-hmm.
would you say that I am able to see any of these locations on the other side? Not line of sight to the enemy, but can I see that location?
Do you need line of sight to the location?
I don't know, it's kind of vague.
What does it say? Does it say just casting on a point?
Um,
If it's on a point, you need line of sight to the location.
Allowing you to move to any location you can see.
I'm gonna say you can move. You can see like right here next to the well.
What if you like see through the
These, like,
barricades?
spots right here.
Beautiful. I will take it. Wait. Okay, wait, now I have to do some counting. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yes, I can move next to the well. Beautiful. Okay. I am spending good boy points like it's going out of style, but I'm using another one. But so far they've all been for different stuff, so you know, good for me, I guess. But I am going to take 5 feet of my movement to jump into a magician's magical hat and get pulled out all the way over here.
Okay.
And so for the cost of 1 good boy point and 5 feet of my normal movement, I can go over there. And so I am going to... How do I want to do this? I'll go there and I'll go up to... So that was technically 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to cast Burning Hands again. And so I believe from right here, because of how cones work, I will hit Dire Rat C and Dire Rat B and nothing else.
You want to do the math?
I
Oh god, math.
remember I remember
True.
the templates of what a 15-foot cone should look like. So I believe that should be right. Anything bigger than 15 feet is where I really get
So
confused.
That's 5, 10, 15 is the blue.
Mhm.
And that's the
So-
conage right there. I'm gonna say Sunvar is safe, barely.
Yeah, because it's
And
hard to
on
do
top of
from
that,
there.
Dire
but-
Rat C gets an attack of opportunity against you.
Oh,
What? Oh, because I'm spellcasting close?
Yep.
Got
They
it.
rolled a 28. They're gonna hit.
What if I told you that that doesn't hit my AC?
I would not believe you.
Yeah, of course.
You take 9 damage from the rat just biting into your arm as he casting.
but
That is-
Spencer, what if I say his AC is
That's-
above that?
Then I would be kind of.
Uh,
All right, so they have to make
Uh,
reflex saves, right?
correct. Reflex save.
I'm rolling.
And at this point in time, I don't remember if I'm allowed to use 2 good boy points in the same turn, so I'm not going to. That's
Alright.
like the definition of average. Let me go
I'm
back.
pretty sure they both
to
save
LD.
because one rolled a 23, the other rolled a 26.
They did. So they'll both take 4 damage.
Okay, the
Which I'm-
fire's course on top of their bodies, just missing on top. Just
Gonna be
scorching a bit of
honest.
their rat tails.
Wanted a little bit more out of this turn.
And
But
that's
here
the
I
end
am.
of the turn there.
Getting bit by rats.
It is now Elijah's turn. He is now standing there. He's gonna do 5, 10, 15. He doesn't move out of range of the enemies. So I'll say he's not running away, so he's not gonna take an attack of opportunity. But he now will cast the fire damage onto these two guys from where he's at, but he can't be flanked. And he's going to take a swing at Dire Rat. Let me see which one looks a little less healthy. Dire Rat B. Let's see if he gets hits. That's a 6. No, he's going to swing at C because he'll get the flanking bonus from Vetner. And that barely makes it so he can hit that one. So he's going to roll damage.
I still have rat teeth in my arm, so he can hit him.
Easily hold it. Yeah, you're holding it down for him. Where is it? Elijah. Damage. He's a D8 plus that.
Also, since I just went, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. I'll be back.
13 damage against Dire Rat C, and then Drigger is gonna try and run away a little bit more because he's having a bad day. Actually, Drigger's gonna move a little bit back and he's gonna take a swing at the Dire Rat right there. So that's 13 onto that swarm. That rat. And then Drigger's gonna take a swing. Let's see, can he hit the rat? He hits the rat swarm. Good for Drigger. And then he rolls a D8 plus. Drigger kills the last of the rat swarm right here, as dealing 9 damage to him, and they're not immune to his damage. They run away and they run back into the swarm pit. And that's the end of Elijah's turn. It's Leonardo's turn. Jesse.
Ah, yes. Okay, is the rat in front of me still alive?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You can look at it. It's very bloody and battered. It's
I'll take 1 hit.
struggling. All right.
Does that hit?
You hit.
All right. And 8.
8 damage. Finish it.
I hit it with my ball.
You
What?
just hit it with your ball.
I
you just
bonk
take
it.
it out of his hands.
What?
All right, and then I'm gonna. Can I go over here and attack this guy?
You can take a swing from there, yes.
Yeah, yeet. Does that heat?
That will hit.
Huh?
Barely.
3 damage. Let's go.
You're trash.
Woo!
So that one is dead. Alright, and then this one takes 3 damage. Alright. Next person's turn. Sagron and Sunvar.
Oh boy, oh boy. Which one died again? A or B?
A, right here. I'm gonna remove its corpse from the battlefield, put it right down here.
Sweet. Sunvar is he gonna just attack Dire B. He just going all in.
Okay.
He's looking very worse for wear, but he's gonna try.
Okay.
There we go. Ooh.
The 18s hit, nothing else.
Boo. Only 2 hits.
Yep.
Lame. Oh yeah, we keep it at that. Okay, 12 damage.
Okay. 12 damage onto the Dire Rat. It's looking pretty worse for wear, but it's still standing.
Sagron gonna say. What is Sagron gonna say? He's gonna say, "Surf's up, dude," and throw a snowball.
At B or C?
Yeah, at B.
Okay, go for it.
I'm probably gonna miss. Guaranteed. Oh, wow! That's
You
like
hit.
the highest roll I've had for a snowball.
It's been pretty good. Pretty
Wow.
good snowball there. Little ice ball.
Man, he should say Surset more often. Cowabunga maybe next time.
Cowabunga.
Well, let's not get too
Whoa.
crazy.
Describe how you kill this thing by throwing your snowball at it.
My snowball hits it right in the face, and like a bunch of rocks came out, like pelted in the eyes, and is very upset that I did that, and then it just died. More so because it was upset that it got hit by the snowball and got yelled at to say, surf's up. But
Okay. You still have a move action unless that's your
Surf's
end of
up.
turn.
Sargon's just gonna stand there and be really proud about himself now.
Alright. Madeline, it's Remy's turn.
Maybe
I'm
start
gonna
building.
move action
Okay.
here.
Okay.
This is flanking.
Do you have the flanking feat for 3 people?
No.
Then it is not flanking yet.
I'm gonna get that on the next. Whatever.
What?
I'm gonna attack him.
Okay. That is exactly its AC.
Oh yeah. All right.
Do they have to be exactly on opposite sides for it to count as flanking, like 1-to-1 person?
Yeah. So you and Elijah, you're flanking. You and Remy, you're not flanking. You would have to be here for it to be a flank with her. But
Alright.
there is a feat that's called surrounding the foe, or something like that, where if 3 people are on any side of the enemy, that counts as flanking.
I know.
And damage.
What?
Alright, that's a d20 plus 10.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
not.
the accuracy.
It wasn't.
9 damage. 9 damage is pretty okay. Let me...
It's like I can't recognize my command. It's like backslash R. Is it R backslash?
I think it's backslash R. No, it's R backslash. I'm not sure.
Okay, I was doing it wrong.
That was 9 damage. This dire rat is barely standing. The dire rat is gonna look around. It's freaking
I also
out.
like to dazzle it.
You'd like to dazzle it. You dazzle it. It's now a little blinded. The fire from Elijah's coat wraps around it, and it incinerates it to death. Madeline, describe how you and Elijah, using his fire, killed the dire rat.
I use my battle axe and nudge him closer to the fire.
You just push him onto Elijah, and the dead burning corpse lands on him.
Yeah, he's like
Elijah just
hugging
hugs
it.
him.
Yeah.
He just bear hugs him to death. And that's the end of combat there. Congratulations, you killed them all.
Yay.
Nobody died.
Congratulations. Alright.
Sunflower is on.
Got no damage.
Oh
So-
yeah, brag about it.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Rejuvenate Eidolon on Sunvar.
Okay.
Say, Elijah, take off your coat.
He takes off the coat. There it goes. And you guys are finished with combat. As you guys look around, as combat is being finished up, you can see that a large number of the swarms of rats around you are now starting to scurry back into the hole of the well. You can see the corpses of the dire rats that you killed are now being grabbed by some of the swarms of the rats and dragged back into the hole too. And along with it, you can see some of the guards are actually being dragged back into the well also. There's one guy just
Oh, that's
screaming
terrible.
alive, and you just see he just goes in the pit, and you just hear, "No, God, no, no!"
I like the
everyone's
part.
everyone's
Ooh.
just kind of. What'd you roll for? Oh,
To heal my Eidolon.
oh yeah,
That's some big heals.
that is.
Nice.
Hang on, isn't it? Hang on, Zach. Isn't it you resummon Sagron every time you resummon Sagron, it gets his health back?
No. Mm-mm. That's actually not how that works.
I
Mm-mm.
thought it did.
I looked it up, yeah.
Now that's-
you have to cast like Rejuvenate Eidolon. So like in the times that we've like done rest, when I had enough spell slots, I kind of just did
Put
it.
them all
But
on that, and then
yeah,
yeah.
but now I'm kind of SOL. So
Yeah. So you guys see this last
I'm pretty
guy
sure
get
now I feel like I gotta
pulled
look it up again.
into the well. And you can look at the guards around you. Most of them are humans. There's a couple of what look like wood elves amongst this group. And one of the larger humans walks up to your group and kind of addresses you as a whole, and he says, "That was some mighty fine fighting there, folks. On behalf of the legions of the Five Heads, we'd like to extend our appreciation to your lot for helping us here today."
Matter appreciation would be better served in coin.
Um,
Oh.
that's fair enough. If you'd like, here's hey, Billy, go get the bag. You see this little kind of squire-looking kid just looks up. He's like, "Oh, I got you, sir," and he runs off. And he runs back a few minutes later, and he takes out a little bag and says, "All right, we got 50 gold per person of your group here, and each of you guys
Thank
get
you.
50 gold from this." And he looks at your group and he says, "All right. Again, we thank you for this. And if you're looking for work, we got the admiral. He's looking for some people to at least help with taking out these rats in the sewers down there. If you're open to it, we'd mighty oblige you coming along and talking to him and see what he'd have to offer your lot."
Alright.
All right.
Hold on one
I guess
second.
you speak for the whole lot. Oh, okay. Well, I'll be right here in my tent. Just come back
depends
and
on the
get me
day.
when you're ready.
Okay, so group, let's huddle.
Let's talk about it.
I think
Okay. Are we
I
actually
think we
huddling?
should take like a ball huddle.
Oh, should we
Okay.
schedule a time to like physically huddle?
Just like, guys, I think we should take it because we already have to go down there and kill it for the blackfish. But if we also work for the admiral, that's extra money for us. And we're already doing the same thing.
This is true. Holden, your response? Vintner, your response?
Yeah, sure. I won't say no to more money. So I mean, yeah.
Sagron, your response?
Is money shiny?
I mean, sometimes.
Then sometimes I would.
It really kind of depends, I guess, on the type of money, like legal tender we're talking about here. If you're talking about like paper money, then it's
Okay,
not
too
really
much big word. Make small word, please.
Why use mini words?
Sometimes paper word not shiny, so therefore no.
Less words.
Is it paper money that we're getting then?
Paper
Yeah.
not shiny.
Right.
Less words.
And I look
Okay,
at you
I
and say,
understand.
you get shiny money.
Okay, I'm in.
just telling me to shut up.
Not.
Unshiny.
Can I get one less letter?
Unshiny.
Okay.
Unshin.
I'm
Munchin.
satisfied.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yes, we're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Let me get back to you on that one.
Alright, I'm
let's
gonna go talk to the guard.
Let's circle back around to that one.
Now I'll set up an appointment. We can huddle together. All right,
Bless you,
stop,
bless you.
please.
Oh, look, I could have died there. Okay.
Yeah. Could you please? All right. So, anyways, got my.
My gosh.
Yeah. No. Let's do
Oh,
it.
it's so funny.
I'll go up to the guard and say, "Yeah, we'll do it, but we need to sleep
Oh, really?
tonight."
You need to sleep
So,
before you go? Is that what you're saying? I mean,
yes, it's like 5 o'clock in the evening. It's dinner time.
I guess. I mean, these These rats come almost every day, but go ahead and take your rest if you'd like.
We can start tomorrow.
Okay.
That's how.
Be sure to wake up early, please. The inn is right over there across the street. And he just points over to a pretty fine-looking establishment. And on the front of it, it says the Red Swordfish.
All right,
I
let's
look at
go.
the guard. I said, "Hey, for us doing this, we are weary from traveling. Would you mind just putting us up in the inn for the night?"
He looks at you and he
See
says,
the money?
we kind of gave you our reward money for anyone who wanted to help with these rats, so we don't have anything left to really give you. If you wanted to, I'd say you'd have to talk to the Admiral, if anything, if you wanted to see about getting hosted up for the night. We don't got any more cash to at least get you in the inn there. I'm sorry about
I'm just
that.
silent and I just intently stare at him.
He looks at you and he's like, okay. I'll say you guys are now just approaching the Red Swordfish while you're still staring at him from far away. And he feels very uncomfortable. You guys are approaching the Red Swordfish. And it's not the best inn you've ever seen before. And as you walk in, behind the counter actually sits a dwarvish woman. She looks to be quite old in her years. She wears an eye patch and seems to have some stubble growing on her face. She sits there, she's wiping down the table, and there seems to be a couple of orcs in the bar taking some drinks, and a whole lot more humans and elves scattered around. This seems to be a common, pretty well-known drinking area, but not really a good place really people stay the night for. She takes notice of you guys as you walk in, and she says, you've come into Auntie Anne's Red Swordfish. Can I get you something to drink or a room for the night?
Yeah, that one, please.
Yes, that's going to be 35 gold per head.
Even just.
I say
for
make it
orc?
20.
Roll a diplomacy check.
Sounds like somebody's typing out a terrible review for this one.
35 gold per person.
Yeah. It's gonna be a 1-star on Yelp for me.
Even.
Ye old Yelp, yep.
They'll just pay enough money to Yelp to filter it out, anyways.
Give her 35 gold.
You give her 35 gold for yourself, and she says, "All right, you can take a room, dearie. If you have a port key, you can go use it in your back, but your friends cannot stay the night until they've paid."
So even with a port key, it's 15 a piece.
It's 35 a person.
30. Yeah, I mean, I wish it was 15, but even if we're all using the same port key.
Yes, sir. Times are tough. No one wants to come around Korgas right now with a rat outbreak.
I go up to her and I say, I can only spare 20 shinies.
What if I
She
got
looks at
handicapped because of the rats?
you. She looks at you and she says, "Oh, dearie, do you have the fever?"
Is it, yeah, I was sweating.
Oh, dear lord.
Oh,
my
God.
boy, you're going to,
The only cure is more cowbell.
She leans over quietly to both to Sagron and to Vetner, who's in the room, and she says, "You may want to bury a hole for this one. You may not make it by next week."
What does that mean?
How do you bury a hole? Google?
I ask her, I don't know what that means.
Well, it's called the filth fever. You see, his bones are going to get very cold. He's going to.
Doesn't he
sweating
just
a
need to take a
lot.
shower?
Slowly, every day, he's not going to be able to even stand up on his own until he won't even be able to eat food. He won't have the energy or strength to move, and he'll just die one day because he won't even be able to breathe, and his heart will stop.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, well, that sounds pretty bad. Are there no healers who can address this?
Well, the only healers we know of around here are the Tengu preachers that speak in their shrine to the south here, and also the the followers of Tiamat in the Dragon District in the north. All of which are here in town.
Okay, well, I'll pay for my night at the end then.
Alright, she takes her 35 gold and she looks at the rest of you guys and she says, alright, where's the rest of your gold?
We'll figure out that fever stuff later. We've got a week before the deadline.
I'll slap a band-aid on it. Let's go.
Alright, she's still waiting on both you, Jesse, and also you, Zach, for money.
I
I was
back to my original statement. I can only spare 22 shinies, but I'm so bad with my memory that I actually increased it.
She looks at you and she says, alright, boy, if you want, we got a nice little camp out in the back for you to stay at, if you want to sleep there. It'll only cost you about, let's say, 10 gold pieces.
All right, I put 40 shinies on the table.
You put 40?
Yeah, I'm not good with
as
math.
in gold pieces, right?
Yeah.
She looks at it and she says, boy, I'm not a swindler. This is more than enough. And she takes the 35 and scoots the 5 gold back to you. And she says, Auntie Anne is not your enemy. You can go back there with your friends now. You had enough. And she pats you on the back.
Dude, I just got paid. I just got paid for staying here, y'all.
Danke, Fraulein.
She sighs and says, I'll take any customer so long as they pay. And just scoots you on your way.
Suckers, y'all have to pay. I got paid.
You guys take a full rest. And Jesse, I want you to give me a fortitude save.
Oh, jeez. Okay. 1d20 plus 3. There we go.
Alright, what did you get here? You got 9, you failed to save.
Alright, cool.
You are asleep in your bed at night in your room, and you just get really bad shivers. You're taking a D3. You take 1 permanent constitution damage.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty intense.
Yep. This can be removed through healing, and once you're healed, all the negatives go away, but until you're healed, they stay. So I'll drop that onto your sheet for you right here.
Thank you.
So, there you go. You lost some of your max health by 4.
God, okay.
So that was that. It's now the morning. You guys wake up. Jesse, you're a little weaker than usual. There's a nice hearty breakfast being served. It looks quite ornate and nice compared to the rest. The eating hall is quite packed, full of people. You guys slept. How long do you guys want to say you slept in for?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. Okay, so you got up pretty early. So you're up early and you're eating your breakfast, and you come out of the inn and you can see there stands the guard that's a little bigger than the others, and he says, "Oh, good. You all came here."
High five him.
He high fives you back. He's like, "All right, I like your energy. All right, better than how it was yesterday. All right, so anyways, we're gonna go see the admiral today. I told him about you guys last night, and he was pretty excited when he heard about how well you guys are doing in town. So if you're ready, come on, let's go." And he starts leading you towards the center of town. And as you approach there, you can see there's a small kind of fort built there, and a small gate is opened that leads you inside. And there seems to be a large amount of tactic boards. A lot of people have guns out and they're firing them at dummies, just training. Some people are just kind of writing formulas and looking at like sea charts and stuff. And then in the back, there stands a blue dragonborn, a dragonkin, who stands about 8 feet tall. And he looks at you, and he says, greetings. My name is Malkik. I am the leader here, the Admiral, and I heard you all had some interest in resolving our little issue with the rats. I would like to make a deal with you lot. Boris, you can go back to your post. I'm going to speak with these people in private. And then the big guy nods his head and walks away. And he motions for you guys to follow him into what looks like a back office, where there's not really many windows. There's only like one small one on the side. And right behind him seems to be a massive painting of himself behind his desk. And he sits down at it, and he waits for your lot to enter. Do you guys go after him into the room?
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
should. Right?
So, you guys walk into the room together, and he looks at you, and he says, all right. And he motions the door closed, and he says, all right, so we have a little problem in the sewers with rats, but I don't really give a crap whether or not you kill the rats or not. I'm here to make a separate deal with your lot. We have an issue with drugs in this settlement and throughout most of the Empire. And deep within the caves of the sewers, near the heart of it, where we think the source of the rats are coming from, is an old outpost of a drug we know called muffins. Offering you lot 1,500 pieces of gold per person if you take the boxes of muffins and bring them back here to be disposed of, destroying the outpost that's underneath the city. Is that a fair deal?
What did these muffins look like?
Well, he reaches in a drawer and takes
Ooh, are they like
out,
the special cookies?
he
And I pull out a
takes
special
out-
cookie.
He takes out a small bag, and he sees you take out a bag, and he says, because we're making deals, I'm gonna imagine I didn't see that boy, okay?
Oh,
You want a
I swear to
cookie?
God.
Yeah, Danka.
And he shows the bag, and it matches the exact same
All right, more
set
for
of
me.
things that are in the bag, but it also has a couple other colored ones in there. There's the 3 different colors of the cookies in there, the muffins. And he says, so I'm guessing your lot is at least familiar with these drugs. I'm not surprised that some of you have actually seen them, or even are handling them, because they are quite common. We would like to see this issue disappear entirely. We're not even sure where a lot of them are coming from. A lot of times we hear word of a place called Allendale on a map, but when we send scouts out, no one ever returns, or people just go scouting for months on end and come back with no news to report of the existence of anything out there but forest. So it seems it's an odd kind of magical place we can't access. Though, we want to disband this outpost we think is existing here in the city, in the sewers. Do these terms sound equitable to your lot?
I say we have to huddle, excuse us, and we step out.
Take your
I
time.
step out, please.
But if you leave the fortress without accepting the deal, then I understand you've rejected my offer.
Okay.
All right, let's take a second.
I say, well, technically for the blackfish, we only agreed to find out why his crates are not coming back and to kill the rats. We never say anything about the outpost. But he's gonna be really mad if we do this.
Probably, I would say that we just take it, but then we don't complete it. That way, we don't come off as suspicious.
Then we don't take any money. We don't have to come back. We can just kill the rats and just leave.
Yeah.
Okay with that. What about the rest of y'all?
Thoughts?
Is it shiny?
No.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, that is a lot of money, but I don't know if I particularly want to cross the Blackfish. At least,
Scares me.
yeah.
It's kind of racist, actually.
Say, what is a racist?
Blackfish.
Racism?
I want to see if you know what a racist is.
Oh, me? No, that's what other people have
Yeah.
told me, so I just regurgitate it. My character actually doesn't know what racism is, but he's heard other people say it, so he just says it.
Just likes to say it at random times.
Do you like go up to people and be like, "Hello, I'm not racist."
Just like he's just walking through town, just thinking about like I don't know, food or something. He's just like racism.
No, so my character understands like being racist is like probably bad, but then like he also understands that some people like to be. So like a lot of time he'll just go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, are you racist?"
And if they like being racist, he's just like, I love racism. And if they don't like it, then he's like, I'm against racism.
Yeah, exactly.
so confused.
That's exactly, yeah.
So, anyways, do you guys want to take the plan and like go with what me and Madeline were saying, or are we gonna keep talking about racism?
I mean, if there's shinies involved in the plan, I'll do it. That's all I
So
want.
it sounds like
And
Zach is out.
cookies. Well, we get shinies after, right?
They're eventually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so I guess he's in.
Yes.
All right. Glad to have you.
Also, I mean, we could just tell him that it seems too dangerous to go to this drug lord outpost and where people aren't coming back, rather than just straight up lying to him.
Or could do the opposite and tell Blackfish it was accidentally destroyed in the fight with the fireball that we had cast.
Do you think we could pull a fast one on this, like, 600-year-old elven man?
Dang, he's old.
I mean, never know.
Because I'm
He's
gonna
actually
be
that old.
honest. I don't remember exactly how old he was. I just made up a number.
He's older.
But
than that.
I'd bet that's what Spencer did the first time anyways, so I don't feel that guilty. Though I am wrong. Either way, I'm not going to pretend like I think I can outsmart the Blackfish at the moment.
Yeah, me too.
You can always just say, we came here just to kill some rats. We don't think we're going to go that
Yeah.
far.
We'll
See
just be
the
like,
outpost.
I don't want to be involved in this. Although, hopefully, Sagron didn't F us by revealing that he has hardcore drugs.
It's okay, everyone has them.
It's not drugs,
Okay.
it's cookies. What are you talking about?
You definitely alluded to them being drugs.
I
You
did
were like,
not.
oh, you have drugs? I also have drugs.
No,
I want to take Sagron aside.
Because he said it
I'll
was
take you
special.
aside.
Are you making a
That
huddle
would
in the
be
middle
like-
of our huddle?
Hey, we gotta do a side.
I'm gonna tell him, I said, these special cookies are only for your friends, and we are your friends, and emotion to all of us.
Getting treated like an idiot.
You want a special cookie then?
Jesus.
Not right now.
Oh, okay. Hey, do you guys want a special? I yell this too. Do you guys want a special cookie? And I'm like waving it in the air.
Okay, roll to just strangle Sagron into a deep sleep.
You
Shit!
you miss.
Roll again!
Try. I'm gonna say this is. I'm gonna say no. He's fine. He's just waving the drugs around, yelling at the people around.
I want to put my hand over his mouth. Just
You put the hand over his mouth. Some of the
Yeah, that's fine.
guards walk up to you. It's actually the guy Boris. He walks up. He says, "Hey, are those the muffins? What are you doing with those?"
oh,
No, this
Oh,
is
they're not
racist.
muffins, they're cookies, dum dum.
Uh,
Although I try to say that and my mouth is muffled, so
Yeah, no, they're just cookies. Oatmeal raisin.
he looks at you and he kind of assesses the situation for a second, and then he leans up to you and he says, "Yeah, can I see that bag of cookies right there, son?"
oh. Are you my friend?
Yeah,
let go of his,
I'm your
his
friend.
mouth.
All of it's still muffled, by the way.
I let go of you.
Then I repeat it while I'm not being muffled.
I am your friend, son. Yeah.
Then when's my birthday?
Oh Lord. Well, when is my birthday?
Trick question. I don't even know my own birthday.
I'm glad we both don't know our birthdays, son.
Dang, that's kind of depressing. You want a
See?
cookie?
Yeah, can I see that bag?
What the fuck is
I
happening?
can
Dude?
no, this is my
Yeah.
bag, but I'll give you
Yeah.
a cookie.
Could you
He's
stop
going
harassing
to-
my friend, please?
I'm gonna say you're taking out the bag of cookies, and he's going to make an attack roll for the cookie bag.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
He
boy.
rolled a 24.
Oh.
You have to make a reflex save against that, Zach.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Reflex.
That's not cookies.
This is what D&D is all about, guys.
Making the campaign actively harder. Yep.
Oh my god, it was so
He
close.
So close.
Nah, he gets the bag.
It would have
out
had
of
to
your
been a nat
hands.
20.
He rips
Damn.
the bag out of your hands and he says, "I'm sorry, kid. I'm really not your friend in the end." And he's gonna walk off with the cookies.
That's
and he's
fine.
heading off towards another tower. And you now don't have your bag of drugs anymore.
That's
Look at you,
fine.
Sargon.
No one ever wanted
And I
my
said-
special cookies anyway.
Say, Sargon, did I say he was your friend? No, I
No.
said we're your friends.
Well, he didn't say my birthday, so I wasn't gonna give him a bag, but I was gonna give him a cookie. Oh well.
You didn't listen to
I
a word
start
I
eating-
said.
I start eating my special cookie.
You eat
I'm
Slap it
sorry.
out of your hand. Just slap it out of your hand. On the ground.
It's getting personal.
Now I'm really sad.
Ogron, no cookies before we fight, okay? It'll spoil
Well,
your
not
appetite.
anymore. I don't got none. I got no cookies.
That's right.
Oh, gone. I'm gonna go start walking towards a store that sells cookies.
Okay,
You just walk
yeah,
out of the fortress by yourself.
yeah,
Leaving the party.
Air Admiral, sir,
Yes. You walk
good
back into the, I guess,
Doctor.
the office.
yeah, hello, after, carefully considering with, mein Freunden, the job seems a bit dangerous, and I think we will have to decline. We're actually trying to not stay in the town for too long, and I understand that you're having issues, but we're going to try and deal with the rat problem and then be on your way. But we hope that the situation gets taken care of.
Understandable. Before you leave, I at least do want the rat issue taken care of. I will at least give you a little information to give you a little direction on where maybe you should look next.
Yeah.
There's only one real known entrance to the sewers, possibly a second, rumored only known by the Tengu clan that's stationed in the south of the city. One way that we have in is, I think you've seen it, is through that well. Although if you were to actually look deep inside of there, you would have seen it's about 100-foot drop down into the center of there with no real way out. and a small sea of rats are seen at the base there, always swarming around. Anyone who's dragged in there is almost killed instantaneously.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hmm.
I would say possibly reach out to the Tengus, see if the clan knows any entrances into the sewers there. They're very distrusting of outsiders, and they definitely hate my men and myself, so they've been no help at all trying to get them to work with us and cooperate in ending this menace.
Have they been part of the drug issue as well?
Them? Well, I'll actually say it's more of imported on the port district. Tengus are quite clean in terms of drug use. You see that more affect the human populace and some of the elf population as well, harder than it has been other races. Oddly enough, we find the shipped goods seem to come off of the dwarves more than anyone else, being spread around. I would look out for them, and they tend to usually give people their first hits, it seems, here in our city.
All right, well, now we have a place to start, and I thank you for that.
You're welcome. All right, you guys have a nice day. Good luck, and keep your noses clean. And he sits down back at his desk.
Dankeschön.
So, you guys walk out of the fortress. Sagron, you've left the group. You've gone straight into the market by yourself.
Yep.
I want you to roll a D100 for me.
Oh boy. Ooh. I'm not gonna like this at all. Oh,
You're
is
fine.
that good or bad?
That's fine.
Oh,
You walk into the market. You can look around, and far in the distance, you can see there seems to be a Dampier, one of these half-vampire men who seems to be going through some of the locals, going through their stuff just to make sure whether or not they have illegal magic items on them or not. But you're pretty far away from him, so he's not going to bother you while you're at the market.
That's fine. I'm not gonna worry. I think about it for a second, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably fine. Whatever.
You find yourself at a small bakery. They're also a mixed.
Is it a good bakery? What's the
It's
reviews?
kind of. I would say it's about a 3.5 on Yelp, but it's like the only one that you can find right here in the market. They're half a butcher shop, half a bakery, so it's kind of weird. They use the used chicken grease and bacon grease and add that to their cookies for a little bit of extra
Dude,
flavor.
okay, I'm in. I'm walking in here now.
That's what they use. They look at you as you walk in and they say, "Oh boy, would you like some foods?" And it's an old orcish man behind the counter. He's
Give me
half orc.
24 chocolate chip cookies.
He says, "Aye, that'll be silver per cookie."
Excellent, I'll do it. And also, do you have some sliders?
He looks at you and he says, "My, well, we have some cookie sliders. It's my own invention."
Cookie sliders?
He takes up 4 little sliders, but instead of buns, it's like double chocolate chip cookies on top and bottom.
How much are these, and how many do you have?
Is there
These
still
will be about
burger
2
in the
silver.
middle?
There is a piece of burger in the middle. There's a piece of burger, and it's 2 chocolate chip cookies on top, 2 chocolate chip cookies on bottom. That is what this is.
Sounds absolutely vile. I'll take 50.
Are you just running across town to the market because you heard that?
I sensed it.
How much are they?
I've sensed a disturbance in the slider economy.
Well, he actually comes in.
It's two silver pieces per cookie cookie slider, and it's 1 silver piece per cookie. So you're getting a bargain with 4 cookies per slider. It's weird. He really wants these to sell.
Yeah, I guess I'll get 4.
You get
Of
4
those.
cookie sliders.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 8 silver.
Wait. Wait. I gotta count. Hold on. Yeah, 4.
Oh,
Yeah, 5 actually. 5.
Okay, you get 5. That's a gold.
Okay, that's fine.
Jesse, you're
that-
sprinting over there. I want you to roll D100.
That number was entirely based on how you could evenly divide it into 1 gold.
What's an 18 get me? It's the legal. It's
You're
the
walking
age of legality. I don't
into
know.
the market, and you're getting pretty close to where this this stand is, and you can actually see Sagron is standing there in front of you. Sagron gives a little kind of dumb wave as he's holding some of his sliders in his arms, barely holding them together. And then you
Sounds perfect.
kind of reach your hand up to wave back, and you feel a cold shoulder grab, a gold hand grab your shoulder, and he says, "This is a random check, boy. The nation of Nethys demands you show what's in your bags."
Oh god, I thought it was gonna be a cavity check there for a second.
Yeah,
Okay.
rank check, I bet.
It's a 6 foot tall vampiric man. He has pale skin, long black hair. He holds a black umbrella overhead in the sunlight to keep it off him as best as he can.
I would like to roll to go invisible.
You can do that, sure. You're gonna go invisible right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Use a key point. You go invisible.
He's like, okay, yeah.
Roll a reflex save.
Okay.
Okay.
Just imagine this, like, yeah, sure, I'll show you my bag, and then he's just gone.
No problem. I got fuck me ass tits.
You go invisible and you start stepping back, but his eyes are locked onto you while you're still invisible, and a hand reaches out at blinding speed, and he's holding you 4 feet off the ground, and you're being choked right now.
Okay, I would like to scream rape.
He leans in and he says, "This will only be over in a minute." And he grabs your bag, rips it off of you, and he dumps out everything of its contents onto the ground.
Dude, that's rude.
You see your sword, your scythe and ball and chain falls out. Your necklace that you're wearing falls off of your neck.
I was keeping
Your
my chain in
hammer.
the... What?
Your hammer falls out of your bag.
I thought I was just keeping
The
that on my
dwarf-
leg.
The dwarven hammer that's like huge and made of gold.
Yeah, my location says my pocket.
Okay, that thing falls out. All of your armor, your whip, your bondage gear falls out. Some of your drugs, the burger sliders.
I had drugs?
Everything's falling out of your bag. Yeah, everything's coming out. He's emptying out your bag and it's on you right now. It's all being shown. And a scrolled up piece of paper falls out that you forgot that you had. That wasn't on your inventory. You never got rid of this, and I know you never got rid of it. And he looks through the stuff, and he grabs the hammer, and he looks it over, and he says, "This is unmarked. Why has it not been written? Why has it not been licensed and accounted for? You owe taxes on this."
I do not. It's a family heirloom.
And then he says, "All right, then we're going to the general store. We're going to see the requillery. We're going to get the judges involved, and we'll see what they have to say." He starts going through the other things. He grabs the special cookies. He grabs them, and he says, "And what are these? Illegal contraband in your hand in my city?"
They look like some chocolate chip cookies.
They are definitely tiny pill-sized drugs.
What?
That's what the special cookies were when you wrote them down.
What?
You stole all of these from the other settlement. You wrote them down as special cookies because that's what they were kind of called. They were the muffins. Brown
But
and
they,
green, 12 per
they
bag.
don't actually look like cookies.
Yeah. That's what I'm hung up on.
The muffins?
Yeah, I
Were
don't
they
know if I've
supposed to
ever,
look like cookies?
I don't remember, but I don't know.
Okay, I'll say fine. He'll look past the drugs for now because I feel like I was vague on that and I didn't explain it well enough. He's gonna go through the other stuff. There's the 30 rotten sliders that were in your bag that pours out. A cloud of flies swarm around him, and he's
Hey, don't touch those.
He sees the unmarked potions, and he holds them up to you, and he says, "All right, these seem to have not made it to their true location. Are these yours? They seem actually well documented. I'll let these slide for now, okay?" And he puts them down. He goes through the rest. He finds the murky water, and he says, "What? This is..." He opens at the top, and he sniffs it. This is
It's
pure
piss.
gasoline.
It's piss. It's piss.
This is a jar of pure... Why do you have a jar of pure gasoline?
Look, man, I need to go to the doctor, okay? Just shut up.
Why are there, like, these plates of armor and swords that are covered in blood, and... Are those kobold remains?
Why do you ask so many questions?
And he looks up, and he says, "What's this scrolled piece of paper? Is this a scroll?" You're still being strangled the whole time, and he opens it up.
Oh, well, that's not very convenient for, like, asking questions of somebody.
He looks, and he says, "This is a contract with the 5 heads."
You live in America, you know how the police are.
I'll say there's a group of people who are just standing around watching you. They're all just kind of
Rape,
in shock.
rape, rape. He's raping me. Rape.
Vetner and Remy and everyone else, are you nearby watching this, or what are you doing right now?
I'm just
so-
leisurely
would
watching.
would I have heard any of this going on?
Yeah, you're listening and watching, and you're holding your cider cookies.
Sogron, you probably don't give a shit. Remy's like off
I
doing
see
something
this-
else. So is Ventnor.
I see this happening and I turn around. I'm like, no.
Oh,
Getting my stuff searched.
I walk up to the Dampier and I go, "Hey, you want cookie slider?"
He says, "Do you travel with this boy? Do you open yourself up with a search?"
Well, that's a man right there, actually.
All right. And he opens up the
Right.
scroll that he has, and he starts reading it aloud. And he says, "Agreed by the 5 heads and signed in contract with them. Rio. I shall kill the 5 that travel with me." And he looks at you, and he says,
Oh, good thing you read that, dude.
and he looks at you, and then he says, "It's not a scroll. Good for you. I'm still taking you to the Requillery." And he takes you off.
I
Grabs
didn't
your
hear
stuff,
this,
puts it back in
but
your bag.
Hmm.
What? And he takes you off to the judge.
a
What did you say?
scroll
Madam?
that says I'm gonna kill the 5 that's with me. What?
Yeah.
I heard that. I didn't. My character didn't hear that, but and if she did, be on you, Rio.
What?
You want to talk about this after the session, or we can talk about it right now, Jesse?
No, I didn't hear what Madeline said.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Madeline's
just saying, Remy didn't hear that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Remy is nowhere nearby right now.
I gotta keep better notes of like what happens
So-
session to session.
want
Sogron
me
heard
to-
that, but he doesn't really quite understand, so
Do
he's
you
just
want me
gonna
to
stand
remind you of what that was, Jesse, or do you want me to do this later?
I guess do it later.
Okay, we can do it after the session, or we can jump into
Yeah.
one right now and I can remind you.
Oh shit! It is 10:04. Yeah, let's go in there.
Let's jump in the 101. Okay, so the that was a contract in the first session you signed with the Dragonkins to kill all of your friends for 200,000 gold.
Did I really do that?
Yes, you did. You agreed to. You signed it, and you kept it in your inventory this whole time. So, I just wanted to remind you. That's what that says. Anyways, just wanted to remind you. We can go back to the campaign chat.
When did you figure out about this, and for how long have you been holding on to this so you can fuck me with it?
Since the first session, when you signed the contract, you made a deal with the prison guard in the first city, when he was meeting with you and talking with the other like major leaders of the dragons. And you held on to that contract. You never got rid of it.
Yeah, I would have done.
You also
something
have the
about
other
that.
contract that was finished to kill the priest that was in that town. but that's
Yeah.
that priest was fulfilled. But that's what's going on. So, if you wanted to know,
Yeah, I need to keep better notes, I guess.
there you go. All right, we can go back to campaign chat now.
It's probably my last campaign.
But then on the other, it could have been cool.
It's
Okay.
also shiny.
It is.
So-
It is shiny. Okay, go
Jesse,
ahead.
I'll say Jesse is being dragged off to the quote-unquote judge.
Hello?
Rest of you guys are meeting up in the square of the market. Ventnor, where were you in all this? Remy said
I
that
don't-
she was not there. Where were you?
Yeah,
You
I
can
don't
say
know.
you were
We didn't
in.
exactly make that clear, but I guess if I was hearing a commotion, I probably would have seen what was going on.
Okay. Do you say that you got close and heard what was said in the contract and everything?
Yeah, if there were enough people that I wouldn't stand out, then yeah, I'd be close enough to
Then I'll say
to
you
hear.
heard. You and Sagron both heard. But Sagron is dumb enough to not understand. And
Well,
you see Jesse be
He,
dragged off.
yeah. He's like, well, I don't know what contracts are, and all I heard was words on paper that I can't read. So yeah.
Yeah, sounds boring.
Honestly, that's probably what I would be thinking. Yeah, that's kind of boring. It's not like a picture story, you know. So it's like,
Yeah.
eh.
Too few
Madeline, where are
pictures,
you
whatever.
at right now?
I now mosey back to where Holden's at. I was just away while that was going on.
You
Okay.
moseying?
You guys are now all in the market. You guys can check out what's in the market right now, and we'll count that as like our last thing for tonight before we, I guess, move on. I can say what shops are here in the market if you want to take a look.
Yeah.
That'll be our last thing for tonight. Let me look here.
I'd like to sell something.
Okay. What are you selling?
My flint, the weird nunchucks.
The flint? Okay.
Yeah.
There is a exotic weapons salesman here that you can go up to and sell to.
So I lay him down. I said, "Hey, what can I get for these?"
He looks and he says, "Ooh, these are from the Knolls. They're Knoll made. 35 gold.
About 50.
Roll a diplomacy check.
350.
Aha!
He looks and says, 25 gold.
Okay. Give it to them.
Alright, he takes it and gives you 25 gold. I'll say the located shops in the area, there is kind of just the general area, so if you're looking for random stuff, you can find anything like generalized you need in the market space. But specialized places is a blacksmith. There is the exotic trader you just talked to. He more so just gives you money for what you find. There is the ring stand, a guy selling exotic rings and magic items. And then there is also the scroll store. Is there anywhere specific you guys want to check out?
I had a question, but it's more of like a DM question.
Okay.
So with that tiefling ruby that I have, if it touches any part of my skin, does it just like immediately like
I'm gonna
just
say
operate,
no.
or does it
I'm
have to
gonna
go
say
right into my forehead?
into the
And
forehead?
like,
If you make,
and it has to be like smashed in there.
I'm not gonna say like it's super hard. It has to be pressed in, but if you were to like lightly press it into your head, it'll just kind of go in, just kind of swoop.
Oh, it looked kind of like a socket. But if I like tried to like push it in on my chest, it wouldn't work, right?
No, it won't work on your chest or anywhere else.
Perfect.
Use that just to give it to you.
Because I wanted to make a necklace out of it.
Okay.
Is there where is the where's the closest jewelry place?
There's a small kind of like a jeweler shop. A guy who works with coppers and some gemstones and stuff. It's a little human man. He seems a little shorter than usual. He has a big beard. You might mistake him for a dwarf at first, but he's taller than that, so he's just a short human.
I go in there and I pull out. Well, first I go up and I greet him.
Okay.
I say hello, and I kind of just stop right there because I don't know how to really address him.
And he says, "All right, hey, my name is Grundle. What can I do for you, sir?"
Can you make a necklace out of like gems that I have?
Oh yeah, what kind of gems? I mean, not too
I
expensive.
I pull out the cut sapphire that I have on me,
Mm-hmm.
and then well, is there anyone else in the store?
It's just you and him.
Oh, perfect. I pull out the tiefling ruby, and I go, can you put this ruby like kind of like set in front of this sapphire and make a necklace out of it?
He looks at you and says, "Yeah, sure, that shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, it just looks, that's a little odd looking little ruby there. I've never seen something so pretty like
I know, right? I found it off the ground, dude.
Good idea. Here, let
Yeah, it
me,
was like,
I
yeah,
got some
yeah.
empty socket stuff right here. Do you want it just in like brass, copper? Do you want it just leather?
What's the most
Necklace.
expensive metal you got?
Oh, we actually do have a platinum brace we can do.
What about like necklace? Platinum necklace?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that'll cost you about 1,000 gold.
Perfect. Yes, I like
Yeah.
shiny.
You want 1,000 gold for the necklace?
Yeah, 1,000 gold. Set the tiefling ruby in front of the sapphire,
Did you say
and
Tiefling
then
ruby?
no.
He looks at it and he's like, we don't usually do this. What? I don't even know what that means. I mean, I don't like.
I don't know
talking to
either.
tieflings
That's what
much
someone
as-
else said. But it's
You
a
know those
ruby.
guys, they're like demons. They're literally demon people. I don't.
That's kind of rude.
Do you have the money up front?
Yeah. I slam 1,000 gold pieces right on the table. Be
He
like,
looks
bam.
at it and he's like, okay, if you just stand right there at the entrance of my shop, I'll put it together pretty quickly. Okay, do you just want it just for this one ruby, right, and the sapphire behind it, correct?
Yeah, the ruby and the sapphire behind it, and do like a diamond kind of thing because the sapphire is already cut and the ruby's cut. So you just set the sapphire behind the ruby and then put it in the socket. Bam! I think that'd be ingenious.
Okay. And then he gets to work, and you're gonna stand there for. He asks, "Just please stand guard at that door, because this is kind of scary work for me. I don't know if I like this, but you keep working there, okay?"
Why is this your
Just
first
stand guard.
day?
No, I just feel like I might get murdered for working on something scary like this. And he starts getting to work. You're gonna stand there for the next, I'm gonna say, about 2 hours while he works on that. Vector
Yeah.
And Remy, what are you guys looking to look for here in the market, if anything?
Oh, good. Just following around that way.
You're following around Vetner, okay?
I definitely want to talk to the scroll salesman.
Okay. It is a large shop that kind of looks like it was an old church that's been now repurposed into something else. You can see on the walls and on the top is actually the symbols of Nethys. It's the black and white mask. And as you enter inside of the church building, you can see an old vampire-looking man stands behind the counter, and then a man with yellow eyes and gray skin steps out from the back as you approach inside. A woman with gray skin and yellow eyes also stands on the other side. She is clothed in long, kind of wizard-looking robes. And you can see along all the walls seem to be just empty bookcases, bookshelves. They look at you and they say, we got ourselves a visiting customer. It's good to see you." Anyways, we're here. We work for the archiving of Nethys. We're the ones who here we distribute scrolls. As long as, depending on the shop, we can provide most things, but not all. Most times we only sell in certain schools of magic. I hope that's not too bad for you. We only sell in 2 specific schools, but we will sell you any scroll from those 2 specific schools so long as we don't believe they'll cause too much damage, if that's okay.
Sure. What schools are we talking?
So we have the School of Illusion and the School of
Okay.
Evocation.
Okay. We're talking.
Evocation School, we will not sell the spell Fireball. We do have some wizards and sorcerers who come in here asking for such a spell, but anything of that nature is quite too dangerous and can cause property damage and kill plenty of innocents in the process. We do not sell that spell.
Oh, I mean, yeah, of course.
So, Holton, how this works is Evocation or Illusion schools, you can buy any spell you want so long as it's okay. Pretty much all of the Illusion school spells are allowed. Evocation is a little bit limited.
Man, evocation is all the cool ones, though.
Yeah.
I'm at this point. I'm just kind of control effing through. That's a weird way to phrase that. I'm searching through the evocation ones of just
Do you
the
want to
first.
take a to look through it, and then the next session you tell me what ones you want to buy? 'Cause there's a lot.
Yeah, that would probably be more.
Okay, we'll end it there for
time.
you. And Remy, do you want to, Madeline, do you want to look at anything specific here? I can reread
Did you-
what little shots are left.
Did you want to go to the ring
Okay.
store?
You
'Cause
For
I-
me?
Yeah,
I might want to go to the ring store. If,
Okay, we
I
can
don't-
say you guys can go to the ring store if you want to.
that might have something that you're interested in, Madeline.
Alright, I go to the ring store.
All right. As you approach, you can see this time standing behind the stall is a man made entirely out of stone. Remy, you know this to be an Oriad. You've seen some of these people before in your home country. These people are native to your inheritance. They're one of the elementals. And he looks at you and he says, I am the ring salesman. My name is Orsif. I am here to sell. We have 4 different rings that we make here today, and they are all for sale. Would you care to see my stock?
Say, I am the ring buyer. Please show me what you have for sale.
He laughs and he says, ha ha ha. It's okay. You're an elemental. You can do that to me. It's like the inward pass. That's what this is. And he says, so we have 4 different rings here. We have the ring of feather falling, the ring of sacred mistletoe, the scholar's ring, and our specialty, the ring of jumping.
Can you explain these rings to me?
Feather falling ring works like the spell Featherfall. It allows you to fall a great distance without dying or hurting yourself. Pretty much, you can activate it whenever you like while you're falling, and you will not hurt yourself upon landing on the ground.
Okay.
Next, we have the ring of sacred mistletoe. If the link will let me click it. I'm pressing the wrong button on my keyboard, I'm sorry.
I gotta get off for the night, y'all. Been a pleasure gaming with
Alright.
Alright, good night.
See you, my
Pleasure's mine.
He says, this is the ring of mistletoe. This can help with creatures in knowledge, knowing about how nature works. It allows you to move through rough terrain, as long as it's thorns and vines quite easily. And it also allows you to cast a special spell called Shillelagh once a day.
Is that how you pronounce that word?
Shillelagh? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
today
shillelagh.
I
Yeah. Shillelagh, if you're wondering what Shillelagh is, it's a spell that allows you to cast it on a staff, and it turns your staff into, like, a pretty strong sword. So you might have a really trash weapon, usually for a druid, or even a wizard or something, and this allows it to you to do a little bit more damage than usual.
Right?
Yeah. He goes through and he says, "All right, our next one is the Scholar's Ring. This ring allows you to be a little bit more knowledgeable in terms of knowledge of history, and it also every once in a while you can cast the Legend of Lore spell, and this allows you to learn most all of the history and legend in a certain area and know what's going on. And lastly, we have our Ring of Jumping, our specialty ring. This ring allows you to jump at about an extra 2 feet higher than you normally would. And just because you're one of my kind, I'll give you a special deal on it, and I'll only charge you for half of what it's worth. It'd be worth 1,250 pieces if you wanted this ring.
Well, what are the prices on all of them, friend?
So it goes for Ring of Featherfall, that's 2,200. The Mistletoe is 6 grand. Scholar's Ring is 8,700, and then the Ring of Jumping is 2,500.
Wait, was that one not the special?
She gets the special, you do not.
Oh, right. I see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going
Madeline,
to be.
if you want, you can divide any of those prices by half, and that'll be the cost for any of them.
Wow.
Okay. I think I'm okay.
Okay, cool. Holden, you good?
Yeah.
All right. So next week, we will pick up with, I guess, Holden buying what he wants, and then I'm just gonna say that you guys kind of follow. Actually, no. You're in front of the judge right now. You guys just don't know it. And you'll see your friend be dragged in the room right behind you after you pick up your scrolls, Holden.
Oh.
Cool.
And I'll say Dalton will just be in the room too. So.
He's watching. He's got popcorn.
How do you guys feel after learning about that contract?
I want to know if he made it or if he unknowingly got it in his bag.
You just know he has a contract.
I think it's a lot funnier that, at least out of character, he didn't know about it or had forgotten about it. He was
Literally,
like,
the second
"Are
time
you
we
sure?"
played, I am 100% sure he signed that contract because I made it a really good deal for him. So, anyway.
Hey, Holden, did you tell me about this? Because I didn't hear it. Did you tell me about it or no?
I will say no for the moment.
Okay.
We're gonna keep that on the DL. That's not the disabled list.
Oh, well.
Kind of XP we got for tonight.
Ooh, that's actually a good call. I forgot about that. You guys killed those rats, and Dalton was there, so he kinda gets it. Let me calculate that. I'm sorry. I need to do some quick maths.
Quick math.
2 plus 2 is 4. Quick math. I know it's what 1 plus 2 is 3. Quick math. What is it?
Let's see.
Well, I'll tell you for one thing. I'm excited to get my necklace.
I think it's 1 plus 1 equals 2 times 2 is 4. Quick math.
1 plus 1.
It's
1
that
plus 1.
plus that.
2.
Maybe that's not it, but
I don't remember. It was funnier in my head, and then I said it out loud, and then it was just unfunny. I'm kind of giving up now.
Divide that by. I'll give Dalton the XP. It's 1,080 per person.
Nice.
Oh.
1,080.
Yes. Did you level up, sir?
Gosh. No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna give Jesse his 1,080.
I'm very close though.
Ooh, I just need like 1,200 more.
Jesse is really close
I
to
need
too.
3,000.
Heck yeah.
I've got
Like 2,000. About 2,000.
Yeah, you're closer to that. You're at 13. Yeah, you got 2,000 more. You're close.
Yeah.
I've got
And
less
Dalton,
than 400 left.
Nice. Alright, guys.
So-
I'm gonna go, but I'll see you guys hopefully next week.
See
Awesome.
ya.
Yeah,
see
you
you
next
time.
As long as I am functioning, we will play. It depends on how I feel after COVID shot. So,
Sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Bye,
is your-
guys.
Oh. Do it. Oh, Spencer.
Yes.
One of my coworkers was telling me about. Oh God, I've forgotten. Fantasy Grounds. You've heard of that, right?
No.
FantasyGrounds.com. So he says him and his D&D campaign uses that instead of Roll20. They moved on to that, and it's way better. Like the DM can actually control shadows, so those with dark vision can see, and those without cannot see certain areas. And then monsters are hidden until you see them and stuff like that. It works really well, apparently. But the only thing is, we would all pitch in to get the if you wanted to do that, we would all pitch in to get the fantasy game ultimate, which is like 150,
Yeah.
for you.
$50.
But then everyone else just needs to have the demo, and then they can play off that.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So if we
32
all
animals, 72 characters,
Yeah.
138 monsters, 26 different letters. I'm reading it right now. I'm looking at it.
26
dude.
different letters. That's all of them.
I can host
Dude-
games for demo.
dude, imagine-
games.
imagine if they said 27 letters.
What does that mean? Shockbolt GMW kit asset pack with 600 pieces of art for tiles. 41.
Apparently they
magnets.
love it, and it works
Yeah.
really well. So it's something we can talk about next time. You know,
Maybe.
and we can
We'll look
if we
into
all
it.
pitch in. You know,
I'll study it. I'll look into it and I'll see.
yeah.
I need to.
He told me about it, and I thought it'd be a good, a better thing than Roll20 if we wanted to switch to something
Maybe.
different. But
Yeah. So
like
we'll
I
see.
said, we'll talk. We can talk about it.
Yep. So we'll see. I'll do some studying up on it and see what it says about it. See if it's good or not. So we will see.
Okay, that's all I had to say.
Okay.
All right, nighty night. What are we playing? When are we playing next week again?
It's Tuesday, same time, 8 to 10.
Okay.
And
Well-
that's, again, we'll play close to the ground depending on how I'm feeling. So we'll see.
Gotcha.
More
I'll
likely
probably
I'm-
be a little late,
Okay.
like normal. But you can just start without me, and I'll jump in. Hopefully, I can get off at like 7 or something.
Yeah, I need to stop the recording.